Hello everybody, quick video here. Start off with, it is 90 some degrees outside, which means it's just as hot in my garage. So if you hear a fan in the background, you're gonna live with it. So a quick recap on my last video. I mentioned I took my car to an alignment shop. I'm not saying all alignment shops are dirty or crooked, or even that mine was dirty or crooked. Mine was lazy. And I'll show you why mine was lazy here in just a second. You will see a little bit of a string going there attached to a jack stand, and it goes at the back. As some of you guys may recognize, that's for a wheel alignment. I'm doing this is the first time I've ever done it, so I'm doing it tonight. So let's start off with what they told me. They told me my frame was bent. They said that my frame was bent down here and up over here. Well, I checked it, and maybe a little bit. When I say a little bit, it might be 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch. It is not very much. But what I did find is this fender was not mounted correctly. And I will be 100% at fault for that. I pulled that fender off when I was replacing the wheel and doing a bunch of stuff because I had great aspirations. And then the reality of what the size of this project was kicked in, and I bolted that fender back on. I did not bolt it on correctly. Therefore, it did not fit correctly. Therefore, it rubbed whenever you turn the wheel. With the fender bolted back on in close to the right position, I say close because it's not perfect, but it's close. I have a 2-inch gap here and a 2-inch gap here. So the fender doesn't rub anymore on the tire. Therefore, that problem went away with putting the fender on the car the way it was supposed to be, not a bent frame. They were too lazy to look and actually take a few minutes to inspect things. My tie rods, they told me I had driver's side and passenger side inner and outer tie rods were all wore out. I crawled underneath the car, had my son move the wheel. I'm seeing less than 1 millimeter of play between the joints. There is no loose play in this steering wheel. They're not wore out. I'm going to replace them because I ordered them, but they're not shot by any stretch. The alignment shop saw that they were rusty, said replace them, and that was it. They were too lazy to actually look at the thing and make a difference. So let's show you. They told me my camber on the front left was good. My caster is at 2, and they say it's bad, but according to the Vintage Mustang group and what I'm reading online, 2's not really bad. So I'm going to leave that at 2. My toe end, 3 inches. That's a big deal. I will fully agree with that. Whoop, too far. Camber on the passenger side, yeah, it's bad. I can fix that. Caster, 1.4, not too bad. Toe in, 2.5 inches. Again, that is a problem. I fully understand that. I fully agree with that. They told me my rear axle was not centered in the car. Well, this is the right side. Excuse me. This is the left side. And this is the right side. Now, I'm not sure how far a degree is, but 0.41 versus 0.40, that's not very much, people. That's extremely close. Okay, so my camber at 0.03 versus 0.05, that could have been factory. That could have been left the factory that far off. That is almost the same. It's close enough. We're going to live with it. So, if you guys have never seen the string procedure before, I have a jack stand at the back and a jack stand at the front. Where is it? There it is. With a string running along the length of it. From the center of the wheel at the back, the string is 2 inches from the center. It is the same distance here. But as you can see, my wheel is cocked to the side. So it is actually towed out. The driver's side is the same. So what I need to do is I need to get underneath the car. I need the little brackets that hold your tie rod together. I need to twist those tighter to bring my toe in. Now, for some of you guys might ask, my steering wheel, I did rotate. I have 5.5 turns from lock to lock, which means 2 1/4 should be dead center, and that should be pretty close to dead center. I had the steering wheel off last week, putting in turn signal. I centered the steering wheel up to the alignment, the little line on the center of the column that's there from the factory, I believe. So steering wheel should be right where it needs to be. I just need to fix my toe in. So I'm going to fix my toe in, and I guess I'll come back and see how that goes, and we'll go from there. But I think that's a good place to start and get my alignment back where it needs to be. I don't think I told you in the last video, but actually I know I didn't tell you, but since I fixed the fender here, I drove this car around the block twice. No scrubbing, everything went great. So I'm gonna fix the toe in tonight, and as you know from my last video, my dad's coming up in what, 6 days now? Let's see, 6 days he's gonna be here. So I got a lot left to do, so I'm hoping to get the toe in fixed, which should get my alignment pretty close, and then I'm drivable. And I'm gonna start test driving this thing a little bit more. That's it, guys. I am out. Okay, guys, so I just got back from driving the car. Took a mile down the road and back, so not very far, but got up 35. Take your hand off the wheel for 4 or 5 seconds. The car tracks true. Is really good. Did that a couple of times. Car holds fine. I am very, very happy. My dogs are barking. So I am very happy with all that. If anyone is considering doing a home alignment on your car, do it. I had no idea what I was doing before I started watching videos, but I did know that $1,200 was more than I was going to spend just to get me so they could give me the alignment. So I watched videos on how to do an alignment with jack stands and I think stools with string. I watched using the dials and the gauges that you can buy. Watched those videos. I said, okay, I can do this. I decided to try it. I have no special tools. I used 4 jack stands and a roll of string that I actually was throwing away over the weekend, and I got it out of the garbage to do this because I decided, hey, I can use that. So I dug it out, and I'm out an hour of my time, hour and a half of my time. Well worth it. If you've thought about it, do it. It is well worth it. Worst case scenario, you screw it up. You take it to the alignment shop that you were going to do anyway, and they charge you. Guess what? If it's out by 1% or 60%, they charge you the same thing. So if you're a little bit off or really, really off, what difference does it make? Do your best. Maybe you can get within 1% and you'll be happy too. Give it a shot. Now, I am going to make a video on this car and kind of what my thought pattern with all this stuff is. This is the second time I'm recording this. The first time I went into a rant about all that. But don't want that. I want this video to be short, sweet, to the point. So, keeping that on track, short, sweet, to the point. Car's done. It is drivable. I'm going to, so far, I've got 3 miles on it. I think Wednesday or Thursday. I know Thursday I'm going to put probably 20, 30 miles on it. I'm going to get out and actually drive it and drive it and drive it. I don't have any turn signals on it, so I'm doing the whole arm out the window. You guys can't see that, but arm out the window with the arm up or straight. That's what I'm doing because I don't have turn signals yet. It is what it is. Turn signals are on my list. I might work on that tomorrow night and go from there. I know I'm not recording the stuff I'm doing on it. I should be, but I'm by myself and I don't have a whole lot of, I don't have an assistant helping me, and I don't know how to set all this up and record because I've never done this before. But I'm going to get there. So that's it. I'm dropping this. This is done. I'm going to move on to the next part. Thanks, guys. Bye.